Stop scrolling, because while the world was watching the Super Bowl halftime show tonight, Sunday, February 8, 2026, Formula One just underwent the most aggressive expansion in its modern history. We are talking about a moment that has been years in the making, the official thawing of Cadillac F1. In a multi-million-dollar Super Bowl advertisement that just aired, Cadillac officially revealed the 2026 livery for the grid's 11th team, and the paddock is already in a state of absolute chaos. This isn't just a new team. It is an American titan entering a European sport with a massive target on its back, and today, we have uncovered a secret technical partnership that Adrian Newey and Aston Martin are desperately trying to keep under wraps. First, let's talk about the reveal itself. If you were in Times Square today, you saw a massive, frozen glass installation that has been sitting in the heart of New York for a week. As the Super Bowl halftime show began, that ice thawed in real time to reveal the Cadillac V Series F1 contender, driven by F1 veterans Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas. This car represents the first time since 2016 that the grid has expanded beyond 10 teams. But look past the stunning American-themed livery and the patriotic marketing. The real story is what is sitting under the engine cover. While Cadillac is a General Motors brand, they won't have their own engine ready until 2028. For the next 2 seasons, this all-American icon is being powered by a Ferrari heart. That's right, the Cadillac F1 team is running a Ferrari power unit and gearbox. This technical alliance has created a massive political rift in the paddock, especially because Ferrari is now supplying 2 customer teams while their rivals struggle with the new 2026 regulations. But why did Cadillac choose today for this global splash? It wasn't just about the Super Bowl's 100 million viewers. Our sources tell us this was a strategic strike meant to sabotage the momentum of Adrian Newey and Aston Martin. Tomorrow, Monday, February 9, is the most anticipated day of the year, the launch of the AMR26 live from the King Abdulaziz Center in Saudi Arabia. By dropping the Cadillac bomb today, GM has effectively sucked the oxygen out of the room for Newey's big reveal. Newey is reportedly furious, especially because the AMR26 is already under immense pressure. We've already reported that the car is 4 months behind its development schedule due to wind tunnel delays in Silverstone. And now, Cadillac has stolen the narrative, but the drama gets deeper. While Cadillac is celebrating its entry, a second war is brewing over the 18C1 engine scandal we've been tracking all week. Today, Red Bull Ford has officially joined Ferrari, Audi and Honda in a joint legal protest against Mercedes. The accusation is that Mercedes is using thermal expansion materials in their 2026 power unit to bypass the mandatory 16:1 compression ratio limit. Rivals are claiming that once the Mercedes engine hits racing temperatures, the pistons expand to hit an illegal 8:81 ratio, giving Lewis Hamilton a 15 horsepower advantage. If the FIA bows to the pressure of this new, anti-Mercedes alliance, the Silver Arrows could be forced to redesign their entire combustion chamber just weeks before the Australian Grand Prix on March 8. This creates a nightmare scenario for the 2026 season opener. On one hand, you have a brand new 11th team in Cadillac, powered by a Ferrari engine that is arguably the most stable on the grid. On the other, you have a legendary designer in Adrian Newey who is fighting a 4-month deficit and an overheating Honda engine. And in the middle of it all, you have the reigning giants at Mercedes facing a potential disqualification for their piston trick. The power dynamic of Formula One has been completely inverted in the last 24 hours. Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas, who many thought were at the end of their careers, now find themselves in a Ferrari-powered Cadillac that looks surprisingly competitive. Cadillac team principal Graham Loudon has been tempering expectations, saying they are here to earn respect. But the data from the Barcelona shakedown tells a different story. The Cadillac car completed more laps than Newey's Aston Martin and showed straight-line speeds that rivaled the top 5. Is it possible that the 11th team on the grid could actually beat the most successful designer in F1 history in their debut race? The tension is so high that several team bosses have called for an emergency meeting with the FIA in Melbourne to discuss both the Cadillac-Ferrari partnership and the Mercedes engine protest. Tomorrow is the big one. We will be live streaming the Adrian Newey AMR26 launch from Saudi Arabia, and we are going to look for every possible flaw in that car's aerodynamics to see if the 4-month delay is as bad as it sounds. We will also have an update on the FIA's ruling regarding the 18T1 engine loophole. If the FIA bans the trick, the 2026 season becomes a wide-open race. If they allow it, Lewis Hamilton might be on his way to an 8th world title before the first lap is even turned. I want to hear from you in the comments right now. Did Cadillac win the marketing war with their Super Bowl reveal? Or are you still waiting to see what Adrian Newey has up his sleeve tomorrow? And do you think Sergio Perez and Valtteri Bottas can actually lead an 11th team to a podium in 2026? I'm replying to the best comments all night during the game. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the next 24 hours are going to be the most important in the history of this channel. This is World Formula Apex, and the 2026 war for F1 dominance has just entered a whole new chapter.